telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship. This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship. This copyrighted telecast of the United...
Oh yeah, camera. No worries. We'll do it. We'll make it happen. I think my thing is leaking now. Fans. Yes. This happened last time.
Dignity Health Sports Parks Track and Field Stadium. Welcome to LA Galaxy 2 action. Tonight, Galaxy 2 home to Las Vegas Lights FC. Hello again, welcome. Alongside Christian Miles, Joe Totino, happy to have you along. Galaxy 2 looking to bounce back from a loss on the road at San Diego on the weekend.
And Joe, it's great to be back with you. It's great to have fans here at DHSP. We are at the Track and Field Stadium. The fans are coming in, smiles on their faces. Galaxy had a tough road Friday night, losing away to San Diego. Las Vegas, though, well, this is a little bit of an El Trapacito. Las Vegas, of course, affiliated with LAFC, so a bit of a rivalry. And, of course, Vegas wanting some revenge after a 5-0 loss early last month here in Carson.
And Las Vegas Lights FC led by an LAFC player.
Yeah, Danny Musovski, a guy who's yet to score from the run of play, his only goal coming from the penalty spot in early May. Away to Sacramento, but this is a team that really has had problems scoring goals, contrary to the ethos of the LAFC setup, which is so free-flowing and attacking. This will be an open game, and Musovski will be at the trident tip of that attack. A lot will be reliant upon him to provide the attacking impetus tonight.
Jorge Hernandez continues to perform for Galaxy 2.
He's having a flat-out outstanding season, Joe. You know, he's had a heart-to-heart talk with head coach Junior Gonzalez. He has responded. He's grown into a professional. He has matured. He likes to play as a number 10. He can combine. He's still trying to find that final link and understanding, whether it be Preston Judd up top or Augie Williams, but Jorge Hernandez quickly becoming one of the premier players in USL Championship.
Galaxy 2 looking for a bounce back and to continue to look at the top of the Pacific Division. Las Vegas Lights FC bringing up the rear. They need some wins. It's the Galaxy 2 against Las Vegas Lights FC, and it's next.
This is our home, nuestra casa. We've been here since I was born. And this is my family. It's a big family. Some of them get a little crazy. We like to get together and celebrate. And whether we're up or we're down, we never stop singing.
Juneteenth.
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 And American Independence Day.
On June 19th, 1865.
News of the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War reached Texas.
Legally ending slavery in the United States.
And by ending one of the most egregious chapters in American history,
a celebration of freedom was born.
The holiday was celebrated primarily in the African American community,
and in many cases in the face of public resistance.
But the celebration persisted,
flourishing with each passing year.
Today, Juneteenth celebrates African American culture and freedom,
while simultaneously bringing awareness to the manners in which that same freedom has been delayed
due to the institutional and systemic oppression in America.
Serving as a pertinent reminder
that nobody's free until we all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we are all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
Moments away from the start of this one. Quickly, let's get to the starting 11. First off for the visitors.
Well, let's take a look at the way it sets up here for Steve Cherundolo's Las Vegas Lights. They're going to have a 4-2-3-1 setup here. It's been a tactical shift mainly through the season. They started 4-3-3, but have adjusted things well. A couple of changes. Molina comes in for the informed Cal Jennings on the right-hand side of attack. We'll see Masovsky actually playing where Quezada is listed at that center forward role, and Quezada kind of filling in things on the left-hand side. Keep your eye on Frank DeRoma and Crisostomo. They'll be that double pivot in central midfield and key tonight for Vegas.
For Galaxy 2?
You know, Galaxy 2, and not a lot of changes here for Junior Gonzalez. Josh Drack will come in on the left-hand side of a 4-3-3 setup. Taylor Davila will play the number 6. He keeps his spot with Danny Aguirre, more of that box-to-box number 8 presence. One of the other changes, of course, we shall see, will be Jorge Hernandez playing in that central role. Kind of a number 10, just behind Preston Judd, who's found the back of the net on 3 occasions this season. And Judd will be flanked by Picasso, who comes into the starting 11 along with Perez.
We are ready to go. The players taking to the pitch. Galaxy, of course, in the white, and Vegas in the dark with the light blue trim. Our referee for tonight's game is William Hoffman. His assistants are Christian Lara, Jose Vega. The 4th official is Karen Collado. It's nice to be home. It looks like the weather is giving these clubs a break, so it'll be a decent evening tonight. Perfect night for the beautiful game as Galaxy 2 is in 2nd place in the Pacific Division.
Yeah, that's a very key point. 5 points adrift of the division-leading Phoenix Rising. Vegas now, they find themselves 4 points off that final playoff spot. Each manager knows this is vital tonight.
And we are underway with Las Vegas having the ball off the kickoff. It'll come back defensively, knocked long into the Galaxy defense, intended for Masovsky. This will be won by Ferkranis, who knocks it back to his goalkeeper, Klinsman, and back on into midfield. Here's Drack. And a throw-in for Galaxy 2 in the early moments of this one. These clubs met on the 5th of May, where Galaxy 2 ended up with a 5-0 victory in that contest. It's pretty close in the first half, and then things turned in a big way in favor of the home side.
It'll be interesting to see the approach here. Of course, we saw an open attacking game back on May 5th as this foul comes in, and I had a chance to catch up with both head coaches. First, Las Vegas Lights man Steve Cherundolo telling me really the key tonight will be how we defend in transition, but a lot is going to be predicated in the wide areas tonight, where LA Galaxy 2 like to combine and make those triangles and open up space and get in behind. This could be at breakneck pace tonight. We shall see.
This one looking for Quezada up the far side. It'll find the touchline first. Throw in here for Galaxy 2 on that far side.
Junior Gonzalez liked the start that he got on Friday night against San Diego. Things really off and running well. despite not finding the back of the net until the second half, but they slowly faded out of it and kind of lost their focus, lost their ways a little bit, and he's looking for a little bit more tactical discipline to play within the system tonight.
Well, San Diego's goalkeeper had a lot to say about that one, with some great saves and keeping Galaxy 2 off the scoreboard for as long as they were able to do so. Here's a long ball on the right side. Here's Roberto Molina, I should say. Here's Molina on the left foot. It'll come on back. Crisostomo, who wears the captain's armband. Defensively, De Roma. Try to work it down the middle of the park again. Galaxy 2 will come out, and Jonathan Perez hoping for the foul there. He won't get the call. And I think sometimes when the referee knows you're looking towards him to get some help, that whistle won't be blown. And nothing in that shoulder to shoulder part of the game. And we're seeing the approach that we thought we would see from Las Vegas Lights, kind of schooled in that LAFC ethos, mobility, passing, and of course a fluency to going forward. They want to be a little bit more direct. They've had a lot of possession, but trying to make the most of that possession is what Steve Cherundolo is looking for from his team tonight. And of course, he knows he's going up against a spread out team that likes to work it wide and play expansive football. Newly inducted into the National Soccer Hall of Fame, and deservedly so, Steve Cherundolo. And Joe, more to him, he just told me, we need to win this game because this is a team in Las Vegas. They haven't won on the road going all the way back to 2019. Oh. So it's been a tough road to host. Literally 4 losses in 4 games on their travels so far this young season. Well, you know what? Who leaves Vegas as a winner anyway? Well said. Junior Gonzalez, the man on the bench for Galaxy 2. Well, he told me, I want to improve our resting defensive position. And what he meant by that, he said, Christian, I like when we possess the ball, but we have to be prepared that when we lose possession or we turn it over, that we have ourselves in good defensive positions to defend in transition. And then, of course, is really down to keeping their shape and keeping their space within that tactical setup. It's a 4-2-3-1. We'll see if they can do that tonight. Good build up here on the right side for Galaxy 2. First time in the box. Goal! And Galaxy 2 takes the 1-0 lead. Preston Judd with a looping header into the far corner. 1-0 in favor of Galaxy 2 inside 5 minutes of play. Here's a guy that was working individually in video sessions this week with Junior Gonzalez. His head coach said, hey, kid, I want more from you. And 5 minutes in, he delivers. It's a brilliant ball across. The defenders lose flight of it, and Judd gets right underneath it. And all credit to Axel Picasso, who puts it right on a dime, and a looping, glancing header into that top corner all the way past the goalkeeper, Tomas Romero, and LA Galaxy with a dream start here at Carson. That was a slow-motion header that just drifted across, and maybe a gust of wind would have blown it over the bar. But it finds the post and in the back of the net. 1-0 in favor of LA Galaxy 2. Well, that'll put a smile on every Galaxy fan's face. And, of course, it came from that bursting run down the right-hand side from Axel Picasso. So right away, one of those 2 changes to the first 11 paying immediate dividends. It's a good run into the Galaxy penalty area now and cleared away by Fercranis in towards midfield. Hernandez on the right side, Picasso back into Hernandez, and they'll work through the middle this time. Here comes Aguirre. He's got Drac on his left, plays ahead to Perez, the overlapping Drac. Good ball into the area. This is looking promising. Drac gets on the end of it. Good slide tackle here to clear it away, but kept alive by Perez. He bangs it off the defender again. Another opportunity here for Galaxy 2 and cleared away. It'll come out to Bryce Duke. Loaned today from LAFC. 8 players, by the way, coming down from the MLS club to help out Las Vegas. And it's a very young team here. In fact, the 3rd youngest in USL. The average age, of course, just under 21 years. Actually, 20.7 years of age. But Los Dos, as they call them, actually the 2nd youngest team in the entire league, just behind New York Red Bulls, too. So there's going to be some growing pains, but it's a back line, a back 4 here, Joe, for Las Vegas that's comprised entirely
of teenagers, nobody over the age of 18.
Here's Ferkranis. Here's Lamb. Gets away from one defender, but not the second. He needs some trouble here, and it'll go back the other way. Quezada will try to run it down, keeps it in play. Right there by Ferkranis. Into the area he goes, tries to play it back to the top. Everybody had passed on. Again, the clearance not good enough here for Galaxy 2. It's won by Crisostomo this time around. And good work done in the middle by Frank DeRoma.
Yeah, he's one of those players that really stood out in that disappointing loss last month here for Las Vegas Lights. And gets a little help now. On that day, it was mainly a single pivot with just one playing as the number 6, and that was DeRoma. But they brought in this steady experience to the former Orange County SC man, Crisostomo, to just add a little bit more sturdiness and more steady maturity in the center of the park.
Here's Hernandez. You'll find Judd taking it in towards goal, top of the area. The second touch a bit too heavy. And out of play for a goal kick here. 1-0 in favor of Galaxy 2 as we enter the 88th minute, I should say, of this contest. Preston Judd picking up the goal just a few minutes ago off a header. He was called off the scoreboard last game. Rather quiet outing for him.
His second goal this season against Las Vegas as he found the back of the net. In fact, the 5th and final goal here last month.
Good opportunity here towards goal, and we're even. Quesada on the left side breaking in and beating Klinsman 1-1.
Well, defense caught out, able to get in behind. And Quesada, who's really been on a tear, playing a little bit higher up than we saw earlier in the campaign. And he really has provided that attacking impetus down the left-hand side. The right back caught out of position. It's a cool, calm finish because he has a lot to do and does really well to pick out that bottom corner. Good response here from Las Vegas.
Klinsman wanted offside there, but it was a tight replay. We couldn't tell for sure from our angle.
Well, we thought it would be open, it would be attractive, and that's exactly what we've got.
And maybe tonight the track around the field has given us an idea of what we're going to see. 1-1 here in the early moments. Gaines with this throw. Crisostomo, he'll knock it on back. Defensively, DeRoma. Mamadou DeRoma. He'll work the right side this time. Molino, nice cross. Good job by Ferkranis, able to clear this one out.
And he's a real line wire here. Molino on this right-hand side undoes the defense slightly and forces the awkward clearance there from Ferkranis, who is rocked back on his back foot, and that will earn the first corner of the game for Las Vegas.
Should bend in towards goal on the left foot. They'll play it short, knocked away. Aguirre with the second chance, back in towards midfield. Another looping ball into the area. Tracked by Masovsky into the near corner. Aguirre is there to win it on back. It'll come out to Hernandez.
Little high press, that's excellent work there from Danny Aguirre. Found himself in tight confines, cornered literally inside that corner and played out very well.
Here's Davila at the right side. It'll come to Picasso, who got the assist on the goal scored by the Galaxy. Ferkranis, and they'll recycle out Vasquez. Second touch almost got away from him, and now he'll get the foul on the late challenge by Masovsky.
Yeah,
Free kick.
Yeah, he came in just a little bit late here on the LA Galaxy captain. It's good refereeing from William Hoffman to come in and just cool the fire a little early on. Another look at it, and Vasquez carrying, and it was a late challenge. He pulled out the last possible moment. I told you, it has a little bit of a derby edge, doesn't it? I mean, we call it El Travesito Part 2, but El Trafico's little brother, but just a little bit of an extra edge between these two. And undercurrents of LAFC, of course, Bob Bradley in the stands tonight, the head coach of LAFC, along with his assistants, and of course the LA Galaxy senior team management also on hand.
Yeah, you know what? When your head coach comes down the street to watch your game, even though you're away, you're going to give a little extra effort.
A great chance to put themselves in the shop window and a chance to impress.
Good turnover here. Hernandez on the right side. Picasso will run onto it, being closed down, but it'll be a throw in here for, a corner kick here for Galaxy 2. Good job by Traore getting back.
Did a smart thing, the safety first approach, and Picasso has really had a nice, lively, bright start. You talk to anybody in this LA Galaxy organization, they are so high on this young man. Of course, originally from Mexico City, has dual citizenship, so question remains about his international future.
Here's Hernandez, plays at top of the 6 and knocked through by Preston Judd. This will go on out of play for a goal kick.
If you're an LA Galaxy supporter, you're very pleased for that young man, Preston Judd. He's kind of had his ways. He's looked a little bit lost in the system. When I talked to Junior Gonzalez, he said, what do you mean by that, Junior? He said, well, he's got to learn when to pick and choose and time his runs.
This is a good run. Masovsky with a great chance on goal, trying to round the goalkeeper. Klinsman looking for the second, and it's 2-1 in favor of Las Vegas Lights FC as Danny Masovsky gets the breakaway goal here for the visitors.
They're having problems with the pace and the mobility of this front line. And Masovsky, to his credit, does brilliantly here. Played through and could have gone down right there. Kept his footing and taps it in from an acute angle. And here's a guy that really needed that goal. His second of the season. His first, though, from the run of play. Well taken.
Galaxy 2 finds themselves in an early hole after taking the lead. 1-0 inside 5 minutes.
What a start, Joe. Expecting some fireworks.
You weren't kidding when you said that to me. I was like, whoa, you really think this is going to have a bunch of goals here, huh? Here's Vasquez. Able to knock this ahead, but won by DeRoma, back the other way. Nice job closing it down by Davila. He'll find for Kranis, who'll knock out the right side. Picasso. Defensively goes the Lamb. Play on, says the referee, and we continue here on the advantage for Galaxy 2. It'll come ahead to Aguirre. He's got Perez on his left, decides to go towards his right instead. For Kranis. Again, Picasso. Good work here, taking up the wing. Needs a little support, though, and he'll get it from Lamb. He sends into the area, intended for Judd, cleared away. Josh Drack, fortunate to keep possession. Now Perez. Drack once again shakes one defender, and Molino, ahead it goes on the left side. Perez tried to lob it back in and cleared away. This will be a throw.
Lively, bright, and entertained. Kind of similar vein that we saw from LA Galaxy on Friday night against San Diego. All credit, San Diego. Junior Gonzalez said they lost their ways a little bit, but Landon Donovan's team really settled into it, and we're seeing a good response once again from LA Galaxy 2's adversaries. But a tip of the hat to Las Vegas. They didn't get their head down. They kept believing in their football. Great, wonderfully timed run from Masovsky to just break in behind that duo for Kranis and Vasquez.
And DeRoma with a good job winning this ball. It'll be a foul against LA. Free kick for Las Vegas, just outside their own penalty area. Hey, a reminder, Galaxy fans, we're excited to have you back in Dignity Health Sports Park. And we're not talking about limited amount now. We're talking about a full house. That'll be on the 19th when the Galaxy are home Saturday night. Seattle's in town, and of course, kickoff for that one is at 6 o'clock. And some tickets, I understand, still remain for this match. So give us a call, 8773-GALAXY. Ask about season tickets. Also, you can purchase them online, lagalaxy.com. On the restart offside here.
You give credit, and that ball sent through to Danny Masovsky, played by Bryce Duke. It was a cutting ball. It was superbly weighted. Right into the path of the Las Vegas Lights striker, who made no mistake and rounded the keeper.
They'll work through Vasquez. Here's Drac. Las Vegas doing a good job of closing down the ball. This time there should be a foul for Perez and a free kick for Galaxy 2.
Yeah, they're really hunting in packs, Joe. Closing down the space, pressing high, trying to make that distribution out of the back for LA. A little bit awkward, and they've succeeded in that. Forcing Vasquez into some giveaways. We see it again right here.
Now the heavy touches are going to turn into turnovers, so that's what Galaxy 2 needs to be aware of and get that ball away a little sooner than maybe they're comfortable doing. Here's Lamb. Good ball here to Picasso on the right side. Watch there by Traore. He'll have to go back. Lamb once again. Traore. I should say Picasso, and Traore defensively clears it out. On that return service there to Picasso, had Traore out of position. And instead of trying that early cross, maybe a little run in towards the 6 would have helped the situation.
Well, just trying to find a way to get in behind. Trying to match the pace of Picasso stride for stride. Easier said than done.
Aguirre.
This man really has to have a big game tonight. Danny Aguirre, he's been so impressive playing in that box-to-box role, that proverbial number 8. Covers so much ground and provides that little extra active presence alongside Davila in the center of the park.
Here's Gaines defensively for LAFC. Check that. I knew I wasn't going to say it. At least too much tonight. I'll do my best not to.
It's easy to do.
The work on the left side now. Traore. Quesada, the first goal for Las Vegas tonight.
I'd like to see some more touches here from Jorge Hernandez. Has to get actively involved. Dropping a little bit deeper, trying to find the game. And possession has kind of been in limited space tonight for them. Not a lot of it in long sequences. So put a foot on the ball, get a hold of it, and Jorge Hernandez really, when the ball is at his feet, very good things happen.
Well, Galaxy 2 picked up the pace there momentarily there in that middle third. What they didn't do is get out of that pressure. They kept on playing it within the pressure. Quesada. Watch there by Picasso. This is Traore. Leone. Fall this time, knocking it long again. This one too long and into the hands of Klinsmann.
Now pushing Traore forward on that left-hand side. That forces Gaines to drop a little bit deeper as extra protection to counteract against that LA Galaxy 2 counterattack.
Vasquez again under some pressure. They'll go back to the keeper and they'll restart again for Kranis on the right. Davila will drop into the hole, have it now.
And what a difference this is from the team we saw, about a month and a half ago, Joe. And they've gotten to know each other, better performances. Put it down to just understanding and time spent together. They're buying into the system.
Perez works through one defender, cannot work through the second. So come out to Masovsky. Good job defensively that time by Vasquez. A better job here by Aguirre, keeping it alive. You'll find Hernandez on the right side. It goes. Here's Picasso, the one-time cross. He earns himself a corner kick.
That's brilliant work right there. First off by Aguirre to win it back. Wonderfully timed challenge, and then to play it up immediately, a little bit more direct to Hernandez, who puts it out for Picasso. Did everything right and earned himself yet another corner. The quicker, more direct, and just trying to get down the throat of this Las Vegas defense is going to be the key. This man just has a wicked delivery.
On the left foot, Hernandez will bend it in towards goal. Top of the 6 it goes, knocked away to the top of the box. Perez tries to send it on through. They'll get another corner kick out of this. short this time. It'll come on back to the Lamb. He'll knock it on into the area. Backside, Vasquez towards goal, and that one cleared out of play for a goal kick.
Well, they say center forwards tackles, but then there's a center back's finish, and Vasquez put his entire foot through that one, just slicing it wide. It was a golden opportunity. Lamb puts it a ball, it's floated in, skips off the head of the defender, and drops sweetly to the feet of the Galaxy captain, who couldn't steer it on frame, and that's a wasted opportunity for the home side.
Hey, the USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. Ball on the left side now. Here's Perez. Knocked away. Molino. It'll come back. Gaines.
Well, our crack statistician, Lisa McDonald, informing us there was a yellow card given to the Las Vegas Lights fullback, Mohamed Traore, a little bit earlier, so one to keep your eye on. Not exactly what a defender wants midway through the first half. And the man, of course, who's had his hands full with Axel Picasso down the right-hand side for LA Galaxy too, so that become a factor a little bit later, as those two, of course, coming face to face and coming together throughout this game. And some brilliant work here from Josh Drack.
He'll get the foul and a free kick.
And Drack preferred at fullback to Danila Acosta. And one of those changes tonight for head coach Junior Gonzalez. Drack actually converted winger, playing a little bit more withdrawn in his defensive role. You've seen him play higher, more involved on the left-hand side of midfield. And he's been a real positive coming forward. Has a tireless engine, has already had a hand in 3 goals this season.
Here's Quezada. Bryce Duke. He'll get the foul called against Davila. And possession again for Las Vegas. Quickly ahead to Duke. He goes left side. Traore, the early ball into the area. Masovsky just gets on the end of it and cleared away towards his own goal by Drack and wide of the frame for a corner kick.
LA let off the hook. A superb ball played in just behind the defense from Traore here. Watch the angle of this. Gets right past Vasquez. It's sent to safety, but Masovsky really should have made it 3-1 there. A chance that goes begging.
Being heavy on the corner kick. Backside of the area it goes. Knocked back on through. Masovsky gets on the ball one more time, and took a little while, but it's cleared towards midfield.
A little bit of head tennis. Galaxy want to be a little bit more decisive and clear their lines. And under the caution, under the pressure right now.
Here's Quesada. Top of the box it comes. DeRoma with a clear look at goal right on the goalkeeper, and Klinsmann makes the save.
But they're opening up, finding the gaps.
You quickly outlet ahead, trying to find Hernandez and the goalkeeper. Tomas Romero able to clear towards midfield. The offside flag is up, and possession back to Galaxy 2.
Good save from Klinsmann right to him, but you know, LA rocked on their back foot so deep, and that opened it up for DeRoma, who really didn't work the goalkeeper, put it straight to him. But the chances starting to really come thick and fast right now for Vegas.
Now they're direct through midfield. Very quickly, 1 and 2 touchdowns already in the offensive end, where Galaxy 2, because of the pressure from Las Vegas, are getting stuck a little laterally in their passing game.
And it's really easy on the eye to counteract it. You've got to play faster. You've got to be quicker, more precise and crisp in the passing game when in possession. Don't give them time to collapse, and don't give them time to close down. They're winning those balls higher up the pitch and putting themselves in advantageous positions.
Here's for Kranis. And they'll restart again, all the way back to Klinsmann.
They drop into a 4-4-2 out of possession here, Las Vegas, with, of course, Duke playing higher and Masovsky.
It's been knocked in for Picasso. Traore does well defensively to clear this one out. Here's for Kranis. Davila taking off the ball. Crisostomo wondering how he got a foul called against him, but it's a free kick, and we'll go quickly here. Aguirre able to run it down. Good ball here towards center, looking for Hernandez. Taken off the ball by DeRoma. No foul. Back out the other way. Bryce Duke shakes one defender in Lamb. Davila staying with them and closed them in. Good job that time, slowing down any potential counterattack.
And also a job well done to the Sierra Leone and Frank DeRoma coming back and sweeping up just in front of his back four to take it off the feet of Aguirre and avert the danger. The guy covers so much ground. He's formed a really good understanding in the recent weeks with Crisostomo.
And Galaxy 2 needs to understand you're not going to outrun him. You have to pass the ball around him if you can. Gaines on the near side. Able to play this ahead from Molino. Good outside run here. Gets away from Drac as well as Vasquez. Across. Intended for Bryce Duke, and this will be cleared away. Back the other way now. Perez. Hernandez closed down quickly by Fall. DeRoma, not the team we saw on May 5th, Las Vegas.
Night and day, and you know, don't take your eyes off of it. You can close them or bat them for 1 second. It's back to the other end of the pitch. Molina's been fantastic, getting the better of Drac just a moment ago, and he's really been a formidable adversary, working nicely on this right-hand side. Pretty good fill-in for the guy who was bursting onto the scene in Cal Jennings, who was scoring the goals for Las Vegas Lights, but out with a knock tonight. All signs are positives here for the visitors.
Galaxy 2 getting a little breather here, getting in better defensive shape. Forcing Las Vegas to build out of the back with their two center backs. Vegas comfortably right now in a 2-1 lead over Galaxy 2 inside 30 minutes of play.
Yeah, it's real interesting. You almost see two banks of four with Hernandez just behind Judd when LA are out of possession. Trying to absorb a little bit more and kind of weary of that pace that Las Vegas possess. But once again, they get in behind.
Here. Flag comes up. Klinsmann able to clear it.
And that's something that's worked to very good effect. And we saw the Masovsky goal. He timed his run to perfection. The flag stayed down for him that time. But they're finding that direct ball challenging LA. And a player like Masovsky who can play on the last shoulder and has the pace to get in, he can hurt you in a variety of ways.
Galaxy missed touch along the near side. This will be a throw-in for Las Vegas. And on that restart right there, Christian, the Galaxy got stuck trying to build out of the back. And again, flat across the back over towards the near side, allowing Las Vegas just to, quarter off the field and pressure along the touchline and use the touchline also as a defender.
Yeah, and exactly what you're told, to do during training sessions, but also to the Galaxy have to be aware, almost cognizant, every time they are in possession, when that ball can turn over. Las Vegas is a team that can punish you on the front foot when they get into possession and work those turnovers through that high press. And it's something that we talked about at the top of the program tonight. That resting defense while in possession, have to be aware when that ball turns over that we are in a good starting position to defend when the pressure comes.
This ball too much on it. It'll go out of play for a goal kick. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. 2-1 in favor of Las Vegas here. Inside 32 minutes of play for Kranis. You'll find Davila. Left side it comes to Drac. Back towards the top of the box. Preston Judd cannot get on the end of it. Good defending there for Las Vegas. And back it goes. DeRoma trying to play it down the middle, looking for Musovski. That's broken up. Comes back out to Molina. Good defensive play by the Galaxy. But now Molina will get the foul and a free kick. Just a little quicker in terms of speed of play for Las Vegas right now.
They've got an edge about them. So it's a team that's brimming with confidence. Holding San Antonio to a 1-1 draw at Cashman last Friday, and that coming, of course, after their first win under Steve Cherundolo. In the game before, 2-0 over a very good Tacoma Defiance team. It's starting to come together for them.
Davila dispossessed. Here's Musovski now on the left side for Kranis defending. Musovski marching in towards goal and just wide of the far post. Goal kick.
Joe, I think we're seeing a coming out party tonight for this Las Vegas Lights team in 2021. Musovski at the top of his game, pace, mobility, and there you saw the technical prowess that he possesses, shredding and dancing his way through a slew of defenders, standing up right past and Vasquez and for Kranis, and nearly picked out that bottom corner. Special player, and you can see why LAFC are keeping high tabs on him.
Here's Klinsmann under some pressure. He'll just knock into midfield. Las Vegas again on possession. Defensively it comes. Good work here by Aguirre. He'll get it back. This is Picasso towards goal, just over the bar and out of play from about 22 yards out.
Oh, he'll want to have that one back. That was a golden opportunity. He just got his foot too far underneath it, had the space, had time to take a touch. He's got to put that on target. He's got to work the keeper.
Perez now for Galaxy 2. Back to Davila. Vasquez will switch on over for Kranis. Will try to go to the right side. Closed off by Quezada, but it finally gets over to Picasso. Couple of step overs against Traore. And back it goes to Lamb. Now Drac. His searching ball will come back at him. Perez this time. Drac with the cross in front and just beyond Judd. And the goalkeeper, Tomas Romero, able to hold on.
That's something we haven't seen enough of here. LA exploiting those areas out wide, and that's when they are at their best. We saw it a moment ago with Drac. We saw it earlier on that goal on the opposite side with Picasso. Drac does really well, gets behind the defender, puts in a sublime ball for Judd, who's off by just a margin. His run just slightly late, but much better from LA.
Drac again sending forward looking for Judd. Watched there by one defender, needs a little help. He's got Perez. Judd back towards that end line and gets the cross away. Romero able to pull that one in.
Yeah, when we first saw Preston Judd against Las Vegas, actually, in their last meeting, we thought, oh, here's an old-fashioned number 9. He's going to hold up. Not going to have the most pace. No, this guy has pace. He can get in behind. He can hold it up as well, but he's also really technically gifted facing up defenders as well. He's complete, and you see it right there, able to take on defenders and face up and beat them to the byline. Multi-dimensional.
Here's Crisostomo. Played out over the fall. Quezada. Again, fall. And this should be easy for Drac. He'll let it go to his goalkeeper. Klinsmann will collect.
It's been a better 5 minutes or so for Los Angeles from their perspective. Take a little bit of the wind out of Las Vegas's sails. Larger chunks of possession. Starting to create something of chances going forward.
Aguirre with a good ball on the right side. Might be a bit long. Nice job by Picasso sparing that one. It comes back in towards center. Judd now about 24 yards away, dispossessed by Crisostomo, and a foul called against Galaxy 2.
And what a touch from Picasso, wasn't it? Brilliant ball play from Aguirre right on a dime. That long diagonal, it looked to be skipping out at play, but he brought it down just with the softest of right feet. Put it right in, and it played it nicely across the top, just past Hernandez. You'd like to see Judd play that a little bit quicker to the LA Galaxy, number 36.
Fall may have turned an ankle there. And we continue. Leone. They'll work the left side again. Traore ahead to Quesada. Nice job by Fercranis clearing away, but right to DeRoma, back the other way with the ball down the middle of the park. So quickly, that's the name of the game. On the turnover, just send it down the middle of the park, and they're going to mirror the MLS club as much as possible in terms of how they play.
It's a little bit narrow from Las Vegas, but they had a lot of joy earlier on.
Another throw in here at the 38-minute mark. A potential playoff clash brings the 2021 schedule into summer as the USL on ESPN heats up on ESPN Deportes with the tables taking shape. The Miami FC welcomes Birmingham Legion FC for a cross-division showdown in the Sunshine State. Catch all the action live Wednesday, the 23rd of June, 8 o'clock Eastern, ESPN Deportes. Here's Galaxy 2 on the attack now. Perez has it once again. Comes back out to Drac. He'll have to try to turn this corner. Gets a good cross away, backside, and headed towards goal and right on the goalkeeper. Romero positioned himself well, and Hernandez did a great job of getting on the end of that.
A wonderful run and delivery from Drac.
Good turnover now, another opportunity. Aguirre shot over the bar and out.
Well, Las Vegas coming slightly unhinged, but we're seeing LA play quicker. They're getting it out to the wide areas, getting in behind those fullbacks and picking out those late runs to the box. That time Hernandez getting on the end of the cross, and then Aguirre once again with a point-blank range opportunity on the edge of the 18, but couldn't keep it down. And Hernandez really wished he could have that one back. It was a golden opportunity for the equalizer. Here's the ball for Aguirre, who just tried to side foot it and pick out that top corner. One of the hardest things to do is to keep it down and hit that first time without taking a touch.
Foul here and called against Davila.
But they're getting back to what they do better, getting it wide. We've seen, how many times have we said it, Joe, during LA Galaxy 2 games? Get the ball out wide, play those triangles, and work those 1-2s. Try to create those 3v2s or those 2v1s, and then get in behind and make that delivery. And let your striker put him in good position to finish off the chance. The chances are coming. Problem is they just haven't been able to finish them.
They balanced it out a little bit. Las Vegas had a pretty good hold on the match for a good 10-15 minutes.
Slide boys, slide boys.
This will be a throw-in on the far side. Approaching halftime here inside 41 minutes of play. Las Vegas 2, LA Galaxy 2-1. Good ball down the middle quickly for Preston Judd. He's going to break away on goal. Out comes the goalkeeper. Score! Preston Judd, his second of the game, and he pulled away from the defender in on goal as Romero came out and could not close down the angle in time.
That is sublime and a true center forward's goal. He is not a one-trick pony. He's not an old-fashioned number 9. He's an all-rounder. Beautiful ball played through. It was direct from LA, and they take a page out of Las Vegas's book, playing it right up the guts here. Brilliant ball from Davila, perfectly timed from Preston Judd, and he took his time. He had a lot of work to do, kept his cool in front of goal and slipped it right under Romero. Well taken, well done, Preston Judd, who grabs the brace.
pulled away from Leone there. In on goal, and they've evened things out here as it looked shaky for a time for Galaxy 2. Now we are knotted at 2 apiece.
This is a foul. This is shaping up to be a classic, isn't it? A little bit of everything. 4 goals in 42 minutes, end to end. It's been pleasing on the eye. Good football, quality chances.
Expected to be a little more physical as the match progresses.
Well, there's still time for that.
Oh, yeah. It's a good restart here, though, for Las Vegas.
This way. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
And Bryce Duke will take it. Everybody lines up at the top of the 18. Masovsky's good in the air as well. Here's the free kick towards the spot. It'll bounce on through. Could have been a handball there as it bounced around. I think that might have been off of a Las Vegas player. Molina keeps it alive, but he runs out of real estate, and a goal kick.
It would have been a great chance for the reply. Masovsky's just been a handful. You can tell the confidence for a striker, especially as a number 9 like a Masovsky, is so important. He has got it oozing out of him right now. Not the same player we saw back on May 5th. Still acclimating to this Las Vegas system. He has taken to it. And you can tell this team just has a better gelling and understanding after being with each other now for a space of just over 2.5 months.
And there's still plenty of time left in the season. I know they're in 8th place in the Pacific Division, but I imagine the way they're playing right now, if they can be consistent this way, they'll make their way up the conference and make themselves heard. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's especially enlightening, too. 2 tonight, you know, in their prior 6 games, they'd only scored 6 times. So this is something of a coming out party.
Gains. He'll find DeRoma. A lot of space. DeRoma creates some space for himself, even though it's in his own half, but he's able to matriculate forward. Again, Gains. He'll try the left side now. Work it through Fall. Traore. Knocks ahead for Quezada. Good job by Lamb getting on the second ball, although the pass not good enough. Molina now had a good look at goal. He just got tangled up with the ball. Kept alive, though, by Las Vegas. Here's Crisostomo. Duke sending it back on in. Vasquez gets a touch and right onto the goalkeeper, Klinsmann, and they dodge a bullet there.
When they get in tight confines and face up against defenders and given the slightest bit of space, Las Vegas are really at their best. Short, intricate passing, able to work those 1-2s and those triangles. Just kind of unbalancing that LA defense. And that's when they've been really at their optimum.
Here's Perez. We're approaching halftime in a hurry. Perez on that left side. Turn it back here, get some help. Good return service from Aguirre. Nope, not good enough. Back in towards center. Davilo picked up the assist on the last goal. Here's Hernandez going down the middle of the park. Play on, says the referee. No foul there. Picasso on the right side now, trying to get away from his defender. Able to get his cross through. Hernandez watched by 2. Along that end line, he ran out of space. It's out of bounds for a goal kick.
And some question as to whether that challenge from DeRoma had gotten a little bit of the Galaxy player. All eyes to referee William Hoffman, who deemed it clean. Certainly full-blooded, but it's just a little bit of extra pep in the step in this one towards the end of the first half. 1 minute, of course, of stoppage time added on. Both teams trying to finish with a flourish here at the end of the first period.
Drac with the clearance, but I believe he'll get the foul here as Molina came in late. Maybe a yellow card to Molina coming. Yep.
He came in late, and Drac had just dangled out that left leg as Molina came barging in. Nothing too malicious in the challenge, but enough to see him enter the referee's books, joining Mohamed Traore there. Part of the game. Nice little gesture of sportsmanship. He's been a breath of fresh air on the right-hand side, adding some pace, some trickery. Been a great individual battle between the Salvadorian and Josh Drack.
Our referee points to midfield, and it was an entertaining 45 minutes. Galaxy 2 getting the first goal. Las Vegas, the next two went their way, and Galaxy 2 then knotting it up right in front of halftime.
It's been absolutely fantastic. Open, attractive football. We expected it to be played with an open nature. We expected it to be played at pace. The tempo was this, of course, was just off the charts to start with, and Preston Judd setting the Galaxy on their way. And credit to Las Vegas, they could have gotten their heads down, but a great reply there from Alvaro Guizada to level, and then they move ahead. I thought Masovsky had an exceptionally good first half, timing his runs very well, able to get on the ends of those crosses as well as those through balls. But credit Preston Judd, who's just been superb here in the second half. You know, he was taken under his wing by Junior Gonzalez, Joe, during this week and said, hey, let's work on your runs. Let's work on your timing. Let's work on your finishing in front of goal. It has paid off in spades.
Well, one of the things we talk about at the MLS level is to talk about the adjustments made. And most adjustments are made at halftime, right? But adjustments in game. The Galaxy senior side has done that under Greg Vanney. Tonight, I think we've seen the adjustments in game done under Junior Gonzalez, because it looked like the Galaxy were in trouble here against Las Vegas. They made the adjustments probably around the 30-minute mark of this match and got themselves back into it, possession-wise as well as opportunities, and then they cashed in.
You know, you have to tip your hat to both of these two managers, because Steve Cherundolo's team adapted very well after what was that bright start. They stuck to their football, and they stuck to their philosophy. LA, though, after being bowled over, that high pressure was really seeing Las Vegas win that ball higher up and creating those dangerous chances. They play quicker, they get it out to those wide areas and able to make those outside in runs or get in behind the fullbacks to create those chances and lay it off. Well, credit to the management. In-game adjustments have been the bread and butter for Junior Gonzalez, but also a credit to Steve Cherundolo. This has been fascinating. Can't wait for this second half.
Well, you mentioned Preston Judd. He gets both the goals for Galaxy 2 in the first half, taking care of business. He is basically your typical number 9. If you think about it, quiet, 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 and then he strikes.
It's about when to peel off the shoulder of your defender. It's about timing your runs. It's about when to check back and when to hold, when to lay it off, and when to play in others. He has seen that come together. He has taken a massive leap forward tonight. He's got a lot of help from his supporting cast. Drack has had some problems defensively down the left-hand side, but on the front foot, he has been menacing. And of course, Axel Picasso has really unhinged that Las Vegas defense as well. All in all, good showing for both teams here the first 45 minutes.
Very entertaining first 45. We are knotted at 2 apiece. Halftime here from Dignity Health Sports Park. Stay with us.
This is our home, nuestra casa. We've been here since I was born. And this is my family. It's a big family. Some of them get a little crazy. We like to get together and celebrate. And whether we're up or we're down, we never stop singing.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
An American Independence Day.
On June 19, 1865.
News of the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War reached Texas.
Legally ending slavery in the United States.
And by ending one of the most egregious chapters in American history,
a celebration of freedom was born.
The holiday was celebrated primarily in the African American community,
and in many cases in the face of public resistance.
But the celebration persisted,
flourishing with each passing year.
Today, Juneteenth celebrates African American culture and freedom,
while simultaneously bringing awareness to the manners in which that same freedom has been delayed
due to the institutional and systemic oppression in America.
Serving as a pertinent reminder
that nobody's free until we are free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we are all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
In the box, chance for Williams, off the crossbar it is. Back to Samake, and there's Sparrow again.
J.J. Williams leaves it for Lapa! Salazar cuts it inside. Van Oekel with an excellent save.
2-2 here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Let's take a look at where these clubs stand in the Pacific Division. Galaxy 2 towards the top coming into this match.
Yeah, and having played one more game than Phoenix Rising, so that puts a little bit more urgency here on LA Galaxy 2. Also, just as a little caveat here, if we're tied on points at the end of the season, the first tiebreaker, Joe, head-to-head, and that makes these games so much more important.
Old school on that one. The head-to-head used to be the original. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the USL Championship. And Louisville with a victory against Birmingham Legion. New York Red Bulls 2, very good academy over there. The young team getting a 3-1 victory there. Memphis winning over Atlanta. Meanwhile, it was Austin over Rio Grande 2-1. And Tulsa defeating Sporting KC 2, 4-3.
That's a very good Sporting Kansas City 2 team. Head coach, of course, Paulo Nagamura coming in and doing the business here against LA Galaxy 2 in a 1-1 draw midway through last month. So it's a good feather in the cap for the team from Oklahoma FC Tulsa.
Some of the storylines, Christian, let's take a look at that.
Full capacity, Joe.
Hey, how about that?
Woohoo!
How about that?
Yes, indeed. Back to full capacity. Of course, that starts this Saturday, a game I know you're going to be doing. I'll be covering it on the radio. Just great to have. It feels like we're back to full capacity tonight. A lot of friends and family, not technically open to the public, but you just get the feeling that there's optimism in the air, and we're back.
And congratulations to Javier Chicharito Hernandez, Major League Soccer Player of the Month, and of course Juneteenth, the 19th, when Galaxy senior side is home against Seattle Sounders. We will see you here right now at the Track and Field Stadium at Dignity Health Sports Park. Galaxy 2 and Las Vegas Lights FC knotted at 2 apiece. More of halftime after these.
This is our home, nuestra casa. We've been here since I was born. And this is my family. It's a big family. Some of them get a little crazy. We like to get together and celebrate. And whether we're up or we're down, we never stop singing.
Juneteenth. June 19th, 1865.
News of the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War reached Texas.
Legally ending slavery in the United States.
And by ending one of the most egregious chapters in American history,
a celebration of freedom was born.
The holiday was celebrated primarily in the African American community,
and in many cases in the face of public resistance.
But the celebration persisted,
flourishing with each passing year.
Today, Juneteenth celebrates African American culture and freedom,
while simultaneously bringing awareness to the manners in which that same freedom has been delayed
due to the institutional and systemic oppression in America.
serving as a pertinent reminder
that nobody's free until we all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we are all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
We welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park. Galaxy 2 and Las Vegas FC tied at 2 apiece. Las Vegas Lights FC. Let's take a look at the highlights of the first half.
Well, plenty to get to. This game had a bit of everything. 5 minutes in, Picasso with a barnstorming run on the right-hand side. The defense caught flat-footed. Preston Judd right underneath it for his 4th goal of the season. What a delivery from Picasso, who records the assist. LA off and running. It looks as though they were going to put Las Vegas in the rearview mirror. However, Vegas come firing right back. Musovski played in, slots it home to Quezada, and Quezada makes it 1-1 just 4 minutes later.
And Musovski will take the lead here, making it 2-1. Check that right here.
Yeah, just brilliantly played through, and credit to Bryce Duke, who played that ball in, but Musovski did so well. Everything you want a striker to do. Kept his composure, rounded the keeper. Here, he could go down right here for the penalty. Keeps his feet. You love to see that. That's old-fashioned play and cuts in that acute angle. But, hey, once again, Preston Judd played in by Davila. And how about this pace, big fella? Underneath the keeper, calm, cool, and collected. That is a striker's goal, and that is a center forward's finish. Preston Judd, magnificent here in the first half.
And we're knotted at 2 apiece. It's going to be an exciting second half, and it's coming to you in 2 minutes.
This is our home, nuestra casa. We've been here since I was born. And this is my family. It's a big family. Some of them get a little crazy. We like to get together and celebrate. And whether we're up or we're down, we never stop singing.
Juneteenth.
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 And American Independence Day.
On June 19th, 1865.
News of the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War reached Texas.
Legally ending slavery in the United States.
And by ending one of the most egregious chapters in American history,
a celebration of freedom was born.
The holiday was celebrated primarily in the African American community,
and in many cases in the face of public resistance.
But the celebration persisted,
flourishing with each passing year.
Today, Juneteenth celebrates African American culture and freedom,
while simultaneously bringing awareness to the manners in which that same freedom has been delayed
due to the institutional and systemic oppression in America.
Serving as a pertinent reminder
that nobody's free until we all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we are all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
Saturday they'll take on Orange County SC, and of course followed by San Diego, Tacoma, and Oakland Roots. A rematch way down the road against LA2 on August 27th, and then these two of course meet up Vegas once again later in October. But let me tell you, the games are coming fast and furious for LA here, Joe. Well, Orange County also on the docket. That's coming up a week from tonight. Then a trip away to Tacoma on the 27th to round out June. 4th of July weekend with a tough trip. It's going to be hot in Phoenix against a first-place team in the Pacific Division before returning home on the 11th to take on Tacoma, and then paying a visit to Arizona once again. Lots and lots of games.
They hit Phoenix twice on the road in July. Players are back on the pitch. We're ready for the start of this second half. Preston Judd will stand over the ball at center. Along with him, Daniel Aguirre. Waiting for our referee now, Mr. William Hoffman.
No changes for either team at the break as we count them up.
Second half underway. It'll come back to Davila. He'll knock it out the near side, looking for Picasso. Here's Aguirre. He'll find Lamb. Good ball ahead here. Hernandez, and taken off his foot by Traore. Out the left side it goes. Here's Perez to keep it alive. Gets that cross away and cleared towards the top of the box and out of harm's way for now. For Kranis.
You just wonder what Junior Gonzalez might have said. It might have pulled Jorge Hernandez aside and said, hey, we got to find a way to get you into the game. You need to find this game and get you more involved and become that conduit, that link to the attack. We always say it, you know, he's so important to this team. They've done well despite him not having a large degree of influence on the proceedings tonight, but when he gets involved, gets a foot on the ball, and frees up others, and that's when LA become their most lethal.
Well, in his position, though, you have to want the ball. Sometimes you have to go find the game. On the near side is Picasso. Watched there by two defenders. Needs a little help here. Back out it goes. So you talk about those triangles, right? Well, that's one thing that Hernandez needs to do in that particular play, is make himself available as part of that triangle that Galaxy 2 would try to build along that right side.
And it's been kind of the central ethos all season.
For Kranis. Loses his footing on that long ball. It'll be cleared away, but kept alive by Lamb. He finds Aguirre.
You know, a lot of that regard, you got to give credit to Las Vegas. Their high press has kind of eliminated the Galaxy's ability to do that.
Here's Picasso. Tries to get this cross away. He'll find Hernandez in the area. And taking off the ball. Good job by Galaxy 2, forcing that long ball out of the back. They'll have possession again. Vasquez on the left side. He'll find Drac there. Ahead it goes to Aguirre. Picasso now. Taken off the ball by Traore.
It was a wild challenge from the Senegalese fullback and just literally kicking up Picasso into the air.
Free kick here.
He's got to be careful. He's on a booking in the first half. And we knew we were going to see those two come together, and he might consider himself pretty lucky to be on the pitch right now.
On that replay, it does look like it. He's very fortunate to still be out there. Let alone, you know, I think in that particular case, you shouldn't be surprised the foul was called. It's a good restart opportunity here for Galaxy 2. It'll be a bending ball, and where it starts, it's going to keep this goalkeeper on his goal line. Hernandez plays it towards the backside and right in to the hands of the goalkeeper, Romero.
Romero, surprisingly, neither goalkeeper really had a lot to do in the first half, despite the fact that they're both beaten twice. In that instance, a little high service that time from Hernandez, and comfortable for the Vegas goalkeeper.
Good pressure here, though, by Galaxy 2, forcing this throw-in. And again, the build-out out of the back leads to another turnover in favor of Galaxy 2. For Kranis this time can't find the handle. Daroma will have possession, but not much room this time outside of how it was in the first half for him. Here's Hernandez ahead this time for Judd. Right into Leone. Able to get this forward to Crisostomo.
Able to shake a couple of defenders there. Good work by Crisostomo, the captain of this club. It'll go out the right side. Julian Gaines. You'll have to turn it back. Now Las Vegas will regroup.
Well, just a substitution to keep you aware of, Christian Torres actually did replace Danny Masalski at halftime. No change in the shape here for Las Vegas. But a different look in the attack. Of course, Torres, one of the men that was sacrificed, one of those couple of changes from the team that drew against San Antonio on Friday night in Las Vegas. So Torres restored, and we'll see how that will alter the approach. Masalski was, I thought, very influential, very positive, very lively. His movement caused all kinds of problems for Kranis and Vasquez in the heart of that Galaxy defense. So some big shoes to fill here for Christian Torres.
Foul and a free kick for Galaxy 2. I think Bob Bradley be happy with what he saw out of him.
Absolutely, and you know, get a little extra pep in your step when you know the boss is watching. Both brass coming out tonight for both of the LAFC and LA Galaxy teams, so all these players want to really put their best foot forward. That's what we saw from Masovsky.
Left ball. Left.
Good opportunity along the left side here. Drac sending towards the near post. It'll be a corner kick for Galaxy 2 off the deflection.
It's been nothing but positive, Joe, when they get that ball into those wide areas and they isolate, whether it be Picasso on the right, Drac on the left, to go 1v1 and open up space or beat their marker.
Again, Hernandez. Back out it goes to Drac. He'll send the cross in. Vasquez tries to knock it across, but Romero does well. He'll try to quickly send it downfield. Galaxy 2 with defensive cover there. It'll come on back to Klinsmann. Under some pressure, though. He needs to get this ball away, and he does. Lamb.
He's something else with the ball at his feet. He's cool and confident. Very much that prototypical modern-day goalkeeper. Is interesting in the discussion I had with Junior Gonzalez. He said, hey, you know, Klinsmann is good with the ball at his feet. He's very comfortable, but he's still trying to integrate in terms of how we build out.
Good job by Picasso into the area here. Good chance on goal. Nice save by Romero. Hernandez on his right foot there. Romero was able to step out, but Galaxy 2 get it back. Picasso once again. This time he's fouled. That should be a foul. Quezada called for the foul there.
My goodness, Axel Picasso is having his best performance in a Galaxy shirt this evening, taking on defenders and beating them with regularity and setting up great opportunities for others. And credit to Tomas Romero, who made a point-blank wonderwall save to deny Jorge Hernandez. Otherwise, we're looking at a 3-2 game.
Another good restart opportunity here for Galaxy 2. The last one got a little too much air there, allowing the goalkeeper to come off his line. If he can put it more on a line here, towards the backside this time, and out of play, this will be a goal kick.
Yeah, a little too deep that time from Hernandez, but I tell you what, it's been a real positive start at the beginning here of the second half. LA have taken this game by the scruff of the neck. They've taken the attacking onus squarely upon their shoulders and gone right at this Las Vegas defense, creating the better of the chances.
And they'll get it back again, this time Lamb. Aguirre, he'll find Hernandez. Tries to get through his defender and fall. So bounce away and clear it out. Comes down to Quezada. He'll try to build out of the back quickly. Duke onto the right side here. Looking for Molina. Drac wanted the throw in, and will go the other way for Las Vegas. We are 2-2 inside the 53rd minute. DeRoma. First time here in this second half that Las Vegas is able to get some numbers forward past the midfield stripe. But closed down quickly, and here comes Galaxy 2 again. Aguirre. You'll find Judd on the near side. It'll be a throw-in.
There's more greater urgency, a little bit more energy expended. Been a positive start to the second half.
Haven't been able to get a clear shot at goal yet. But yeah, they've been closing down the spaces. They've been pinning Las Vegas back.
They've also been a little bit more decisive with their passing game, trying to play a little bit more direct and quicker.
This will be a foul on Kranis, but I'm okay with a foul like that.
Well, it's kind of a byproduct of that high press right now, and this entire second half has been played in the Las Vegas half, and that's a positive sign.
Quesada does well to keep possession. Traore. He'll knock it on back. This is Leone.
They've really pushed their line up high here, LA Galaxy. Kranis and Vasquez nearly at midfield, and once again, this is Judd just trying to make things a little difficult for Romero.
Now force the bad outlet. And Galaxy 2 keeping them in their own half, and they'll come out with possession. Good battle here by Aguirre. I think Mr. Gonzalez had more to say at halftime than we are aware of, because there's a good spring in the step of this Galaxy 2 club that we did not see in the first half, even when they were playing well.
Well, he said they lost their way a little bit against San Diego after a good start. They lost their discipline, and they lost their defensive shape and their resting defensive posture. They've got it back right now, and they've really had a good start in terms of possession as well. But it's not just possession, it's possession with a purpose. Not to sound cliche, but they're making positive strides and creating chances with that possession.
Perez on that cross a little too long. It comes out to Picasso. Here's Lamb to keep this one alive into Hernandez. Was he brought down? Our referee says no, and we continue.
They'll have to see the replay, but first indicators look to be a pretty good call from the referee. Nothing wrong with that challenge.
Kranis will have to run this one down. He'll knock out towards the near side for the throw-in.
No VAR in USL. And not a lot of complaints from the Galaxy contingent as well. So that kind of tells you where the truth lies.
The referee was right on the play as well, so.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. Good point. He had a real good look at it. Just a coming together of two players and a nice, solid, sturdy challenge at the back.
There's Traore. It'll be deflected out of play by Picasso, who's had a very nice start to the second half.
I really like this player, Joe. He's technically special. He's got a good feel and a reading of the game. Likes to take on defenders, has the pace, has the ability to link up with others. He's got a good nose for goal.
Here's Leone now for Las Vegas. He'll pass it on through, breaking the lines. Good chance at goal, and the shot will go wide for a goal kick. Molina had a great opportunity there from about 22 yards out.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. We've seen Molina just wreaking havoc in a wider role, but this time takes the onus upon his shoulders and goes inside. He creates the space, skips past one defender. Everything there but the final product, and he fails to work Jonathan Klinsmann and force the save. Really the opening salvo, the first look at goal we've seen from Vegas here in the second half.
58th minute now. Here's Kranis, and Las Vegas goes into their press. Kranis needs to find an outlet. Unfortunately, it's going back to his keeper, Klinsmann. He'll knock towards the far side. Drac able to get this on forward. Perez will settle back to Aguirre. Again, Drac. Now restart again. For Kranis. Good ball here by Lamb. Hernandez now. He'll find Judd towards goal. Saved by Romero. The rebound, and he's able to pick it up.
What a counterattack. And that is as direct as it gets from LA. And it started nicely out of the back from Lamb. And how about the timing of that run from Preston Judd? Just peeled off the shoulder of that defender and had that ball weighted through here by Jorge Hernandez, who really puts it in. Those two are growing in their understanding and forcing the save from Romero.
Throw in here for Las Vegas. Hey, on the road, can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC, North America's 24/7 source of soccer radio. Featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Meola, Rodney Marsh, And the brand new USL All Access featuring Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week. As Las Vegas, I should say, has an opportunity here with Bryce Duke. It's cleared out. But not far enough. Vasquez back to his goalkeeper, Klinsmann, and he'll knock to midfield. As I was saying, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, the UEFA Champions League, Sirius XM FC Channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the SXM app. You can also catch the Euros.
Oh, what a treat they've been.
Unbelievable. Good stuff. Even better stuff that Christian Eriksen is with us here.
Yeah, well said, Joe. It was such a scary moment.
Offside.
All indicators, he's making a real positive recovery, sending out his first public statement recently. Just a horrific experience, but happy to see him respond and making those positive strides forward. And the tournament really started to take on an interesting complexion. Seen some great games. Italy putting on a good display today.
Forza Italia.
I knew you'd sneeze. Just sneak that one in. That was for you.
Of course. Thank you for the layup there.
Gli Azzurri.
Tougher games are coming, though.
Oh, boy, yes. And we got a taste of one yesterday, France and Germany.
Yeah.
Great time of year to be a soccer fan, that's for sure.
Here's the Roma. Duke can't play back into the box, but he gets another opportunity here along the 6. Cuts it back, puts Ferkranis on the ground towards the spot, score! What a job done by Bryce Duke.
Tapped in by Torres. Exquisite, an absolute clinic of technical precision of the highest order. Take a bow, Bryce Duke. He made that goal. Torres will take credit, but Bryce Duke carved that up and absolutely demolished the LA Galaxy defense on his own, Joe.
3-2 now, favor of Las Vegas here in the 62nd minute. Substitution now for Galaxy 2. Davila is done, and here comes Gonzalez. Look at the replay.
Has a little dink, pulls it back, gets the defender on his backside, slips it past Lamb, and there is Torres doing exactly what a center forward should do. Puts himself in the receiving position, hits it first time, no chance for Klinsmann, and just like that, Las Vegas right back on top.
He bought himself that extra step with Lamb in order to get that cross away with pace in towards that top of the 6.
And so Duke with a goal and an assist as he set up that strike for Masowski in the first half. He's having himself quite a game.
Galaxy 2 has to climb out of it again. They've done it once after they were trailing 2-1. We'll see how they respond now.
Well, based upon the way things have gone tonight, if that's the last goal of the evening, I'll be shell-shocked.
Here's another good ball ahead, and here's Torres one more time with a breakaway on Klinsmann. Fires, and he scores! 4-2 in favor of Las Vegas, and Torres back-to-back.
It's that same ball through, right up the guts, splitting that LA Galaxy defense. Torres does really well here. It's nicely played out of the back. He times it, keeps his composure, and puts it into that bottom corner right past Jonathan Klinsmann. The brace, 2 goals in 2 minutes for the second half substitute. Las Vegas, my goodness, they are really seeing it come together. This far and away, Joe, their best performance of 2021.
First 10 to 15 minutes, LA Galaxy 2 pinning Las Vegas in their own half, just outside their own penalty area, creating half chances, but no real shots at goal. Las Vegas able to withstand that, and now they've punished Galaxy 2 twice in a couple of minutes.
You know, it's kind of goes against the grain of the cliche. You're always most vulnerable right after you score. Well, it's LA Galaxy that were the most vulnerable right after they conceded. As Torres went right up the guts and asked the questions. For Kranis and Vasquez have had their problems, whether it be Masowski's mobility or the direct approach.
Good ball here on the left side, the build-up. and then cleared away. Throw-in. Another substitution being readied here for Galaxy 2.
That substitution, we saw Andre Gonzalez coming in. He'll come in at the 6.
He has it now.
And just got kind of a like for like, no real change in shape.
Cross into the area, the header towards goal is just wide of the far post as Judd got on the end of it. You give him the service, he's been very dangerous throughout the night.
What a ball put in, and right off the head of Judd. You'd like to see him just kind of pick out that far post, but a nice response from Galaxy, who didn't get their heads down. Right away asking the questions.
Romero will get the throw, or the goal kick here. Knock it into midfield along the near side. Quezada able to not keep it in play. Throw in here for Galaxy 2.
Timely to bring up the name Quezada, who played that ball through for Torres. Those balls out of the back have been on a dime. The Galaxy, spreading themselves out. They like that expansive approaches, but it's left some gaps in the center. And Las Vegas have been only too happy to oblige to exploit that open space.
And they're fast enough to do it. For Kranis will knock long. Second ball will be a throw in here for Galaxy 2. Onside is Picasso. Back it comes to Hernandez on his left foot, tried to get that pass away. That's blocked and cleared back out. Here comes that counterattack. Nobody forward enough for Las Vegas as Torres was stuck in midfield. Good battle here in that middle third. Track will come out with possession. Lamb. Gonzalez on the near side. Picasso. Back it goes for Kranis. Vasquez one more time. Able to play this ahead. He'll find Hernandez. And back to Vasquez. Now they'll work the right side with Lamb. Aguirre this time around. Good position here by Las Vegas defensively. Forcing Galaxy 2 onto the wings. One more time. Perez. Trying to shake his defender and can't.
He's been quiet this evening.
This
Perez.
is a good ball, though, on the return service. He's onside as he breaks into the area. The chance, score! And there's the hat trick for Preston Judd. And Galaxy 2 gets themselves right back in this one.
Jonathan Perez, just as I mentioned, had been very quiet by his own lofty standards. A moment of brilliance from him to take on the defenders, gets in behind. Once again, a little bit of a lucky deflection, and Judd doing what a center forward does, sniffing around that 6-yard box. That's a poacher's goal that Chicharito would be proud of. He knocks it home, hat trick. Congratulations to that young man for his first professional trifecta, and that has given LA a lifeline here midway through the second half.
And we continue. Here's Quezada now for Las Vegas. Up the near side. For Kranis will be there. He was going to shield this ball out of play and does well to do so. Goal kick here for Jonathan Klinsmann and Galaxy 2.
Once again, we talk about that ball in the wide areas, and it comes to fruition as Perez gets the better. Just trying to find those little gaps off those triangles. They've used width to very good effect this evening.
Picasso, the one-time cross. Turns out to be a throw-in. It was a nice little build-up. Here's Hernandez. Back to Lamb it'll go. Gonzalez this time. They'll work through Vasquez on the build-up. Good direct ball to Perez. Able to turn on his defender. Nice job going forward here. Here's the cross into the area. A little too much on that one and towards the goalkeeper, Romero.
Slightly overhit for the young goalkeeper. Easy in the end. It's been a game of ebbs and flows, back and forth. No shortage of fireworks. And when I talked to Junior Gonzalez, he said, you know, we want to have better resting defensive position, but a lot of that is due to the balance in midfield, and it comes down to the play of those midfielders and defenders.
Johnny Perez will pick up a yellow card here. Wide open, though. You know, defensively, you're going to ask, you know, questions if you're both managers of these clubs. Well, 7 goals in 60 minutes of work.
Is blown through each other's midfield, and they have not had the calming effect to really dictate and control from a midfield perspective from back to front. But they have had positive play on the front foot, and the counterattacks have just been off the charts.
Free kick opportunity here for Las Vegas. Crisostomo will stand over it. Duke able to play it on to the far side. And it'll be knocked back to fall. He's got Traore on the left if he wants him. He plays right ahead, finds Molina. Molina on his left foot, and he knocks it way wide as well for a goal kick.
We're seeing him play a little bit more centrally in this second half. Hasn't had a huge say. Has reverted over to, of course, this left-hand side since things have switched up.
And Duke has been a little more advanced as well in his play. Here's Picasso now. He'll find Hernandez, kicked off his foot for a throw-in. 2 substitutes readied here by Junior Gonzalez, but on hold for now.
It's a good point. Duke has been one of the standout performers. Easy to overlook when you talk about the brace from Torres, but you know, Duke really has been the crux of the attacking creativity for Las Vegas Lights.
Here's for Kranis. Vasquez. Galaxy 2 is willing to play all the way across their defense. So come ahead to Gonzalez. He'll take up the space now. Onto the near side for Lamb. He's got Picasso. Quickly gets ahead for him. Watched there by one defender. Picasso with the early ball. Judd brings it down. Heels it over. The shot towards goal by Hernandez is deflected and out of play. Corner kick.
So decisive, electric stuff, and a tricky little flick from Preston Judd trying to return the favor that has been served up to him time and time again this evening from Jorge Hernandez. It just didn't quite come off in the end. They have been at the top of their game in those counterattacking opportunities, LA.
I love the fact that Picasso had the one-time cross, that early ball into the area, and he realized that he didn't have to make that run. Heavy cross towards the backside on the corner kick. Galaxy wanted a handball in the area. Referee says no, and it's cleared back out.
Tough to see from our vantage point. It looked as though it might have been a little bit harsh against Vegas. Referee had a great look at it, though. Much like he had a good vantage point. Yeah, and some controversial moments when Hernandez was brought down inside the box, but better spell in the last few minutes from Las Vegas.
Traore. Good pressure again, forces the turnover. Ahead it comes to Hernandez. He's got Picasso. Finds him again. One-time ball into the center. Almost got through for Judd. Didn't get enough on it on that pass. And Crisostomo able to get it back to his goalkeeper, Romero. Quickly on the right side. Quesada able to play this one forward, but Vasquez is there. And back to his keeper, Klinsmann.
So interesting to see LA kind of get that ball out quicker, the exit ball, if you will, from the center, as opposed to trying to build, getting it out wide, and just once that ball is turned over, going right back down the other way, right down the throat of Vegas. And it's unhinged Las Vegas throughout this game.
Here's Judd, able to find Picasso. Good work. The return service. Judd again. He has a go at goal off the bar. And it goes over the far side for a throw-in. Great shot there on the part of Preston Judd just a bit too much on it, unfortunately. Kisses the bar.
Unbelievable. Just great play. Sheer tenacity from Preston Judd. He could have gone to ground, keeps his feet just before this, plays that ball off of Picasso and just smashes it right up the underside of the crossbar. He is just oozing with confidence right now, playing like a man possessed.
What I like so much about him right now, what I'm seeing, is his awareness of the situation. In other words, he knows he's being closed down. He knows he's not going to have another opportunity with a second touch, and he also knows he doesn't have much help in the middle of the penalty area. So take the shot. Isaac Bawa comes on for Galaxy 2 as Ferkranis is done for the night.
And Ferkranis getting a little talking to it. Another change. Cici Uche coming into defense for Las Vegas. So changes at the back for both of these two. Bawa will slot in on the right-hand side. That central defense for Los Dos to partner Vasquez. And a guy that can play anywhere across the back for a very capable player coming off the bench in a substitute's role, and kind of that Swiss Army knife, so to speak. Nice to have that type of versatility.
Las Vegas going with 5 in the back. Here's Lamb.
Yeah, I think it just gives them a little extra solidity back there. They've been hit time and time again in those counterattacks.
Work towards Perez on the far side. Not much room this time. It's cleared out over the far side touch. And a throw-in.
Yeah, Uche's just going to drop in just on that right shoulder of Fall. Inside of Gaines. So a 5-4-1 set up here for Las Vegas Lights.
So no answer with 2 center backs against Preston Judd, so you put in a third.
It's going to make that space even tougher to come by for Judd, who's found those spaces, and his timing has just been excellent. And will it be in vain?
Here's Gonzalez, Aguirre this time. Out the near side it comes to Lamb. His cross in. Nodded towards goal, just wide of the far post. And out of play, goal kick.
And Perez is underneath it, overhit for Preston Judd, but a nice ball from Lamb. Perez really would like to have that one back and test the goalkeeper. But that's what's going to be incumbent upon LA right now, to stretch those wide areas even more and get the best of that back 5 right now, trying to pass their way through that penalty area, which is going to be packed full of dark shirts, is nearly impossible.
Here comes Las Vegas now as they build on the left side. Traore, back out it goes. Torres, out of play for a throw-in. Hey, for the W, the USL recently announced the formation of the USL W League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer, both on and off the pitch. Comprised of clubs across the championship, League One and League Two, and new expansion markets. The W League is set to begin play in 2022 in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to uslwleague.com to learn more. Progress.
So excited for that, and long overdue.
Romero able to pick this up.
Difficult angle, nice reading there from Romero. And nice to see the USL dive into the women's game and provide kind of a professional pipeline to the NWSL, which also made some news last week with the announcement of San Diego.
Jill Ellis, the president of the club.
Absolutely, and of course some of our old co-workers here at the Galaxy now playing a role in that project. Former Vice President Brendan Hannon with a hand in that role, and some very capable people steering the ship there.
I think that team will do very well in that market.
You
might remember the old WUSA San Diego Spirit. Had attendance in the sellout range of where they played at the campus of University of San Diego, and that's where they plan on playing here to start out, the very least.
Right in your backyard.
They should do very well, I believe.
Well, it's going to be fun, and it just adds perhaps a little bit of an extra I-5 rivalry with Angel City FC when that comes online.
There's a lot of excitement over them as well, and they're doing a great job in the build-up towards their first campaign.
Absolutely.
There's Lamb on the throw-in. Galaxy 2 trailing 4-3 as we enter the 80th minute. Good ball back to Lamb here. The cross down low and cleared out. See if Galaxy 2 can break this down now. And I think Las Vegas says, hey, look, we beat them twice on breakaways down the middle of the park. So we're just going to pack it in, force them to try to push forward because now the clock is against them, right? With 10 minutes left, we see another breakaway in our favor.
Yeah, they're saying, hey, we'll let you have the ball here at midfield at the halfway line. You can have all the possession you want. Break us down if you can. And be careful. As you commit too many numbers to the attack, you leave yourself vulnerable with spaces on those counterattacks. And, hey, you score 4 goals on the road. You expect 3 points at this point.
Another throw on the far side here. Another substitution coming up for Las Vegas. Hey, the United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com.
So it's going to be Julian Vasquez, the Mexico under-20, born in Utah, replacing Molina, who had himself quite a first half. Kind of faded out of the pictures slightly as LA got in the possession mood.
He did have 2 good chances in the second half and put them both way wide. Here's Torres.
He'll just take up that same role, right up down this, hugging this left-hand touchline, Vasquez.
So bounce through him and out.
Yeah, they have a lot of depth. You see it with Masovsky bringing Vasquez in, Torres playing a huge role tonight with the brace.
Here's Lamb. Vasquez, I should say Hernandez. Over to Picasso. Tries to go along the top of the box, and that's cleared. Nice job by Aguirre. Fortunate not to get a foul called against him. His pass towards the near side, though, will find the touchline and out of play. Had his hands on the player, and the referee was right there. I thought he was going to get a foul called against him.
Yeah, and back to that, last attacking possession from LA, putting those balls in without taking on that defender, and that's food and drink for a back five right now, able to cut out those crosses with relative ease with so many defenders packed inside the penalty area. Someone's going to have that special moment of magic and take on their defenders, like we saw Picasso in the first half, like we've seen Perez here in the second half, and Preston Judd, of course, doing it 3 times tonight.
Here's Bawa. Lamb could not find the handle there. It's going to be cleared ahead to Torres. Here's Crisostomo. We punched ahead. One more time, Torres. Played back defensively. Uche out the right side.
Joe, those legs get heavy. The Galaxy need energy right now. If they want to take something positive out of this, work that high press and win those balls higher up the pitch to create those chances, but it's asking a lot with heavy legs here with just 6 minutes to go.
Bawa does well to win this one back to his goalkeeper, Klinsmann. He'll knock ahead. 2 more players about to come onto the pitch for Galaxy 2. Again, Klinsmann. Cabral's going to be called upon. It'll go on to the left side now. Perez.
And Judy Gonzalez is going to look for a little pace right now, some fresh legs to run in. Probably see Cabral come in for Preston Judd, just to liven the attack up, give it a little bit of a different look for the final 5 minutes or so.
I'm not sure I'd pull Judd.
Not with the way he's playing.
No. I think even if I'd give him some help, maybe. Somebody alongside him. But at this point, he's got a hat trick. He's been dangerous. He's been your most dangerous player.
Yeah, he's been their best player
Something's bouncing around. He's liable to get on the end of it. Here's Hernandez. He'll find Picasso. He'll take the shot, and it's right on the goalkeeper, Romero.
Well, he had 2 runners inside the box, and there's the question. Judd saying, hey, why didn't you square it to me? I'm feeling it.
He also pulled the goalkeeper all the way to the near side.
Look at it here. Hernandez sells the fake, plays it for an onside Picasso, a cute angle. A little selfish there, but there were a series of defenders for Las Vegas, tightly marking any potential LA Galaxy recipients.
Aguirre working through 2 defenders now. He's got Picasso on the near side. He'll find him. Back out it goes. Gonzalez. Over to Vasquez. Drac. Again Vasquez. Bawa this time. Picasso. Not willing to take on the defender. Again Vasquez as they work the left side this time. There's Drac. Returning to Perez. He'll get that cross away and snared by Romero.
And he's got to keep that on the floor, Joe. Judd had made the near post run and made things really easy in the end for Romero. Just want to see him get to the byline, pull that back, keep it on the floor. Judd makes that run. And he can pick out that bottom corner or put it across the face of the goalkeeper.
86th minute here. 4-3 Las Vegas. Drac able to shake the defender, quickly knocking forward, trying to find Preston Judd. He is tackled. The other way, the foul's called. And a free kick for Las Vegas. And here come the substitutions. Lamb is out. Nava and Cabral will be entering the match.
And that actually made it look worse as the second defender comes in and piles up. There was a little bit of a pull from Preston Judd, and it'll be Remy Cabral, the actual twin brother of the new LA Galaxy designated player, Kevin Cabral, freshly arrived from France. And you see Seb Nava coming in for Owen Lamb on the right-hand side. A little more attacking punch. Seb Nava has a good change of pace, able to get in behind. Not much time to change the outlook of the game, but still a chance to alter the outcome.
I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of stoppage time in this match. Maybe 3 minutes. Bawa able to knock this one forward right into Bryce Duke. Surprisingly for me, it looks like he's going to 90 minutes. This will be a throw-in.
Yeah, Duke, when he's been on the ball, it's when he's been at his best. Going to ask the questions of that Galaxy defense. He's gotten the better of Vasquez and Fercranis at times. It slipped in behind Davila earlier. Does a good job of hovering between the lines, and we saw him just wonderfully set up that goal for Christian Torres on the 62nd. The first of Torres' 2.
Nava. Here's Gonzalez. Onto the left side it'll go. Some room here for Perez. He'll get the early ball into the area. Romero easily pulls that down to the ground, and he'll burn a few more precious seconds off the clock.
Good goalkeeping, rose well. I want to see that little more flat trajectory on that delivery from Perez, and it's nitpicking perhaps a little bit at this stage of the game and asking a lot of those wingers in that position, but with the game on the line and so deep into the game, that's what you need.
This is dangerous here. The opportunity for Torres. Nice job by Klinsmann getting on the end of that one. It'll be a corner kick as Torres was going for the hat trick. Corner kick here for Las Vegas. 4-3 Las Vegas in the 89th minute.
Hey, Klinsmann absolutely irate with his defense. Bawa steps, and that forces Vasquez to retreat and make that challenge as Torres tried to pick out that corner. All credit, though, Klinsmann came out and cut off the angle, made himself big, and utilized his 6'4" frame to very good effect.
And Duke will slowly make his way into the corner here. And earned himself a yellow card.
And delay of game. Time of the essence as we wait confirmation from the fourth official on stoppage time.
No work to keep possession along that far side. Vasquez and out of play for the throw-in. 90th minute here. 4-3 in favor of Las Vegas. 4 minutes of stoppage.
Still believe there could be one more in this one. 4 minutes, more than ample opportunity.
Last time you said that, we got 3.
So it bodes well, depending on your perspective.
Free kick here.
Yeah, flag up. Now, some urgency right now. They got to get it down. Don't have time to dawdle.
Quickly out the near side. Here's Bawa. He's got Nava ahead. Bawa trying to play this one through to Judd. It'll deflect on over to Cabral. Back to Judd, and it's just cleared out. The goalkeeper, Romero, came out, but the defense said, no, no, no. We're just going to clear this out of play. Corner kick opportunity here now for Galaxy 2, and an opportunity to even this match here in stoppage time.
Emergency defending. A disaster averted. Las Vegas asleep at the wheel. Referee spotting some pushing and shoving in there.
About 3 minutes to left. Hernandez to the backside it goes, knocked towards the top of the box, kept alive. The shot towards goal across the 6 and wide of the far post. Goal kick.
And Perez caught it really well on that right foot. Couldn't steer it on target, but did what he could. In the end, no problem for Romero, who's going to be booked for time wasting here.
At this point, anybody who doesn't have a yellow card is going to earn one for delay.
You just get a sense the tide is turning for Las Vegas, and they're starting to find their feet. If they can see this out, stretch an unbeaten run to 3, make it 2 wins in their last 3, and their first away victory, Joe, in nearly 2 years. Going back to 2019.
About 2 minutes to go unofficially. Here's Bawa. Tries to punch this one on through, hits a defender. Pinballing around right now. Duke able to clear this one forward. Torres.
Smart play from Torres.
It's time to Duke. He was expecting the run in towards center. That's the other way around. Galaxy 2 need to be a little quicker here in their speed of play. Vasquez. Easy for me to say. I've been running for 90 minutes. Offside.
We still have fresh legs.
Got about a minute to go here, though.
Yeah, it's last chance, so then it's time to hit and hope. Just pump it up there. Hope that Judd or Cabral, one of the bigger players, can latch onto it.
Judd is bracketed by 3 players almost at all times. This was a tough touch there on the part of Bawa. Quezada able to play to the near side. Ball is out of play for a throw-in. Galaxy 2. Klinsmann. Maybe one more chance here for Galaxy 2. Vasquez pushing forward. Everybody will get up behind and into the offensive end. Here's Drack. Lost the handle. They'll get the throw-in out of this. Perez. Another throw. The long attempt into the area, be cleared back out and cleared towards midfield. Our referee's going to allow play to continue here. One more chance for Galaxy 2. Hernandez, the outside of the left foot, tries to get it into the box. This will be a foul, and I think this will do it in this particular match, as Las Vegas is going to hold on for the victory with the player down now to take as much time as possible. That's going to be whistled down as well. We'll do it again.
Yeah,
our referee points to midfield, and this match is over. Las Vegas comes in and outscores Galaxy 2, a 4-3 victory here this evening.
Unbelievable game. You know, had the promise of a rivalry. We called it El Trafecito Part 2. It lived up to the headline. Billing started off like gangbusters 5 minutes in, and we got 3 goals in the first quarter of an hour, and things were knotted up at 2 at halftime. A great night for Preston Judd. One he'll remember. However, I'm sure he gladly traded in for a share of the points at least, or a Galaxy victory. But credit to Las Vegas Lights. The tide is turning for this franchise. Unbeaten in 3, 2 wins in their last 3 from a team that was blanked here 5-0 at the beginning of May and had lost their first 4 games. Looks as though Steve Cherundolo and Lights are getting it right.
Let's take a look at those second half highlights. We had plenty.
Yes, indeed, and they made one change. It was Torres coming in for Masovsky to lead the front line, and it would be Las Vegas on the front foot. Duke, just a wonderful show of technical proficiency. Says a little dink here, puts it right past. Defender on his backside, lays it off. Thank you very much, says Christian Torres, and he put them right back out in front. And then Torres, just 1 minute later, played through brilliantly by Quezada, keeps his cool in front of goal and puts it right under Jonathan Klinsmann. Torres was very good, clinical. They took their chances. The Galaxy behind this man. Perez lays it off, a bit of a deflection. Judd, right place at the right time with those strikers' instincts. Good approach play. The Galaxy were so dangerous from those wide rolls, making those outside in run. Preston Judd completes the first professional hat trick of his career. However, in the end, it was in vain. It wasn't enough as Las Vegas outlast Los Dos.
4-3 the final. For Christian Miles, Joe Tutino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park's Track and Field Stadium. Once again, the final score, Las Vegas Lights FC 4, LA Galaxy 2, 3. Good night, everybody.
This is our home, nuestra casa. We've been here since I was born. And this is my family. It's a big family. Some of them get a little crazy. We like to get together and celebrate. And whether we're up or we're down, we never stop singing.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
And American Independence Day.
On June 19th, 1865.
News of the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of the Civil War reached Texas.
Legally ending slavery in the United States.
And by ending one of the most egregious chapters in American history,
a celebration of freedom was born.
The holiday was celebrated primarily in the African American community,
and in many cases in the face of public resistance.
But the celebration persisted,
flourishing with each passing year.
Today, Juneteenth celebrates African American culture and freedom,
while simultaneously bringing awareness to the manners in which that same freedom has been delayed
due to the institutional and systemic oppression in America.
Serving as a pertinent reminder
that nobody's free until we all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
No one is free until we are all free.
No one is free until we're all free.
the box. Chance for Williams. Off the crossbar and in. Back to Samake, and there's Sparrow again.
J.J. Williams leaves it for Lapa! Salazar cuts it inside. Van Oekel with an excellent save.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.